Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about another listing. So that is will be the listing number 3. Okay, so here I can show you the mock shell, how it looks like. So this is the mock shell. Okay, it will be having that 4 columns to report. So you will be having the unique subject ID and the reason for the discontinuation from study, date of last exposure to treatment, and end of study status. Okay, so in the left side alignment will be having this information, and in the center will be having 16.2.1.4 withdrawals from the study. Okay, so here we'll be having some footnote. Okay, let's continue with this mock shell. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm just trying to reset the previous any outputs are present, so I'm trying to reset them, and I'm giving the listing number 3, that is the log to record all the operations are going on in this programming. Okay, so let me run this one. So you can see here the Python is logging all this information will be in the list number 3. Then I'm importing all the necessary libraries to require to execute this program. Okay, so I'm importing the pandas, numpy, and pirate stat, and the operating system. So the very important for this report, I will be having the docs x. Okay, then I'm doing with this one. I'm for having the path to get list all the atom path. So for this one we'll be having the ADSL. So because all these variables are coming from the ADSL, so you can see I'm already started doing this labeling. So ADSL unit subject ID, ADSL discontinuation from study. Okay, so you can refer that one. So here what I'm doing, I'm just trying to make a new macro kind of macro which I'm doing like previous classes. So atom datasets in order to read the SAS7 BDAT. Okay, so I'm importing the ADSL dataset now. So when I check the view data here, so I'll be having the ADSL dataset. Okay, so here we'll be having all this information, 116 rows and 55 columns. Okay, so if you want edit, you can also edit from here. So all those required variables are there. And then next what I'm doing, I'm just trying to filter it out by ADSL end of study status equal to discontinued, because this mock shell is asking for discontinued withdrawal. Okay, so for that one I'm just picking those things. So when I check the ADSL here and going that column like end of study status. Okay, so here this part. So now you can see there are two things are there distinct. So one is completed, another one is discontinued. So I'm picking the discontinued one for the end of study status, and the TRT ADT should not have any NA. So basically it should not have any missing values. So I'm copying this information into this ADSL. So then what I'm doing here next, then I'm converting to the date9 format. Okay, to date time. So I'm using the percentage d percentage by. So I'm using as a new variable as trt edt hyphen l. Okay, so then what I'm doing, I'm just picking up those required for, like for example, the treatment end date here, right? TRT last exposure to treatment. So I'm converting this one as a date9 format. So I'm just giving as a label as a hyphen l. Okay, and so this is the function it works string f time. So this is the function it works for the date9. Okay, so here I'm picking a unit subject ID, discontinuation reason, and TRT EDTL. Okay, end of study status. Okay, so I'm picking those things here, and when I check the ADSL, I have to refresh the data. So I'll be having 4 variables along with the discontinued records. Okay, all of them are discontinued, so there should be only 4 or 5 6 records are present. Okay, then there will be the reason why this particular subject is discontinued from the study. So it will be having withdrawal by subject, adverse event, or loss to follow up. So there are some reasons, so which we have to report them. And you see here I'm reporting in the date9 format. So this is a date9 format. For that reason I have converted them. Then what I'm doing here next, I'm setting up the page. The page I'll be showing only 20 records per page. So I'm running that part. So here I'm creating the report. So I'm using the document in the empty ones, started from that one. Then I'm using the COVID-19 A, which is the left side alignment, by using the add paragraph functions, and also in the left side along the another line is there protocol 043. Then for the title paragraph I'm using add paragraph, add paragraph, I'm using the 16. So this part I'm considering, so this part I'm considering from here, I'm pasted here, then this should be in the center alignment. This para dot alignment will be the center alignment. So next I'm using this for loop. So I'm using that ADSL page one unique, so the page one which we have created on the top here, right? So I'm using that one here. Then I'm using the table dot style, will be the light shading accent one. Okay, so after that I have to copy this part. So I have to copy all these ones. This is for discontinuous for studies, all these parts I'll keep it here, and I separated from the from study and to treatment by /n. And I'm also giving that inches for each wide width of this particular column. So here whatever the header columns, the length and the for the rows as well will be having the similar inches. If there is inches are different, it will be having the greater compare like extent, it won't see that values exactly below the column. So for that reason we should have to give exactly the similar length. So I'm giving the row here, I'm picking up that exactly what are the columns are there for this particular header columns. Okay, so I'm picking that one, and here we see there should not be any else missing. Okay, if there is a missing, they have to keep it as a missing. Okay, so then after that I'm using this as a paragraph for the I'm using for the footnote. Add a footnote for this one for list 3, and alignment will be the left. You can change the footnote here as per your mark shell. So I'm just using as a list 3, so not to get any confusion at the end. So I'm just for explanation purpose I'm using list 3 dot sas. So if there is a real different here, a different footnote here, so you can just copy that one and paste it here, and you just make sure where exactly you want to align that footnote. Okay, so once I run this one, so let me run this one. Okay, so now we have to save this particular report into this doc format. Okay, so I have executed this part. Now when I go to that file where exactly the TLF output is there, so here we have the final output. Now the reason why I'm using this format, this table style, because each client will be having a different each client will be having their own kind of template. So I'm here for explanation purpose, I'm using only this template, so you can modify it and you can change the template whatever you like of your protocol. So this is the way we execute this particular mock shell. Okay, hope you understand. Thank you so much for listening.